Appreciate you all joining me. Let me know if you have any questions. We're going to get started in just a few minutes. I had started this live a little late because I'm trying to make sure we are all set for our battle night. So feel free to come in, ask your questions. If you're curious about how to go live on TikTok, we talk about that intentionally here. I want to make sure you guys are learning and growing and starting your live journey. So I go live twice a day, 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. So this is the 4 o'clock live. Feel free to give me a like. Go ahead and click that like button. Go ahead and click that subscriber button below, as well as the bell to get notifications of when I go live and post content. And then we're going to get started on the TikTok streets pretty early because your girl, did not do a good job of getting a good time, getting enough time. And so I think I'm gonna have to get off early, but here's hoping I don't have to. So I appreciate you all being here. I have to get off because we're doing our agency battle nights tonight. Uh, and so thank you all for being here. Thank you all for joining. Appreciate the support. And so I appreciate you all coming through. Thank you so much for supporting the live stream. Um, and let me know if you guys have questions. So I appreciate all the support. Let me know if there's any questions at all. I want to make sure you guys are getting what you need. So thank you all for being here. We're going to go over to the TikTok streets. TikTok Live, live streaming tips. Come in, ask your questions on how to go live. Feel free to come in, ask your questions, my friends. Let me know if you are new, afraid, shy, scared. Come on in, ask your questions. I want to make sure I'm supporting you as you prepare to go live. So we're going to get started in just a few minutes. Thank you so much for being here. We usually warm up the room a little bit. So come in, ask your questions on how to go live, my friends. Thank you so much. How you doing, Katie? Welcome to the room. If you are new to my room, come in. Let me know where you're coming from. Tell me, where are you watching me from? How you doing, friend, on the YT? Welcome to the room as well. So want to make sure I am supporting you as well. So feel free to ask your questions. We're going to get started. Hey. Welcome to the room, everybody. Thank you all for being here. We're going to get started in just a few minutes. If you are new, afraid, shy, come in, ask those questions on how to go live. So we're going to get started in just a few minutes. In the meantime, let me share on my live. Your friend is super late. How do you go live? Hey, Melissa, welcome. Melissa, I'm talking about live on both YouTube as well as TikTok. So feel free. Do you go live on either one? Let me know if this is something you haven't done on either platform. Typically, a lot of my content is geared towards TikTok. And so I talk a lot about the TikTok Go Live process, how to monetize, how to make money online. If you're looking to earn online, I'm saying those words on purpose, so I forgot to say my warm-up comments, my YouTube. So you do go live on YouTube, that's good. And then let me know, so you have gone live. How did it go for you? Come on in if you are new, afraid, scared, shy. We talk how to go live here on both YouTube and TikTok. So come in, ask questions about how to monetize. Victoriously, Mom, welcome to the room. Nice. And thank you so much for that daily heart me. Let me share my live out. So Melissa, yes, when it comes to going live on YouTube, they're actually about to change their policies when it comes to monetization. So that's kind of what I've been sharing with folks too, so that they are aware that come the beginning of 2027, February, actually February 1st, the policy is going to change in terms of how do you become eligible to get that second tier monetization when it comes to the ad revenue. And so you want to make sure you unlock that and get that sooner rather than later. Hello, Dickens. Welcome to the room, friend. Thank you so much for being here. You are new, my friend. Come on in. You're brand new. So welcome to the room. This is your first time coming to a live, or let me know how long you've had your account here. Others coming in, welcome to the room as well. So my YT friends, they're gonna increase the eligibility when it comes to the watch hours. So people got to watch your content, whether they're watching your live or watching your shorts or even your long form content, the regular videos that you do. And so you want to be intentional about having content for them to watch, and then being very regimented about creating that content, whether it's your live streams. I come live twice a day. I'm here usually 2 to 2.5 hours per live session, as well as I'm going to be posting more shorts and as well also long form content. So keep that in mind. It took me about right around 11 months to get the access for ad revenue. Before that, I had unlocked the provisional monetization when it comes to getting memberships, the gifting, as well as the shop affiliate. And so that's the first set of provisional monetization. Those who are coming in, I'm talking to both our YouTube and our TikTok friends, so you guys see me co-streaming. That's what I'm doing here. So feel free to ask your questions. Sure, if you have a questions about live streaming, let me know what your question is. Let me know, because for some reason I don't think your question's about live streaming. Welcome to the room, Rosa. Welcome to the room, friends. Those who are joining me on the TikTok side, let me know if you have questions as well. We are talking all things live streaming. Hey, new generation. He's like, can I ask you a question? It was in all caps. I was like, you know what? This ain't no live stream question. I know this question ain't got nothing to do with live streaming. I know this ain't got nothing to do with live streaming. All right, I'm gonna give you a chance. If it is live streaming related, I'll answer. If not, you gotta go. That's what I'm telling you. You gotta pick your poison. Either live stream and my answer, or you gotta exit stage left. Okay. Thank you, everybody. Welcome to the room. Those who are coming in, thank you for the follow. I co-stream. I'm talking to our YT friends, the YouTube friends. And so happy to answer questions. Want to make sure we are talking all things going live in the chat. So we make sure we're very focused and intentional about talking about live streaming. Diamond, how are you, my friend? Welcome, welcome. Diana, how are you? Welcome to the room as well. Appreciate you being here. Let me know if you guys have questions as you're coming in. I had to get off earlier. You guys would have had me here all the way up until now. I was like, oh my gosh, let me get off this line. Hey Moon, how you doing, friend? Moon Mary, welcome. Wani, I saw you fly in. Diana flying in. Happy Saturday. So I had to get off because I had to go do some back to school shopping for my son. I was like, oh Lord, I'm that parent. Classes started last week. I was like, okay, let me just go get some stuff for the baby. So I had to go get him some shoes and a couple outfits and stuff. So I realized he just had his summer clothes, and you know it's still summertime here in Florida, but he's had a little growth spurt, so it was time to get him some new shorts and stuff. So, did you get your flash go? I did not yet. What 3 things do you offer with your agency? Why did you say 3? It's more than 3. Why did you say 3? Let me know. Why only 3? I offer a lot, friend. Okay, so first of all, I go live twice a day answering questions. So I use this also as recruiting. Okay, you said time. What do you mean? My time don't count? Let me know. You know my time don't count? Let me know what you meant by that. You said time. Thank you so much for follows. I appreciate you guys. Come on in. If you are new, put new in the chat so we can say hi to you. So One Hope World Center. Time to answer. Okay. So I go live twice a day answering questions about how to go live, and also supporting you with understanding this platform, as well as monetization strategies, and then addressing any questions that you have for growth and earning. I also do a weekly meeting on Sundays tomorrow. So we do our weekly meeting. We sit down, and it's interesting. We talk about different topics. I have stuff that I'll bring up so people are aware of and it's on their radar. And then we talk about different topics where creators might share their experience or their thoughts about things too. So it's really good. Agency battle in 2 hours. Did you see my message, Soda? So you're paired with our new cat person. I was like, that's gonna be a fun pairing too. But yeah, so she's no, okay, I just sent it. I sent it like 10 minutes ago. So it's fresh in your inbox. The other thing I do is I do one-on-ones. I meet with you guys individually. I will look at your data. So we try to make data-driven decisions and let the data guide us in terms of how you can improve and what you need to focus on, as well as where you're at. Because sometimes creators don't look at the analytics enough. And so they give us a backstage system where we can see what's happening with your platform, what's happening with how you're performing. And again, giving you tips and strategies on how you can improve. And then also giving you guidance on how TikTok is pushing you out. Because sometimes people aren't getting the impressions, and when you're new, you don't get pushed out a lot. But there's ways that you can start getting more visibility by bringing your viewers in, posting content about your live stream, going to network with other lives that are similar to yours, where you're picking up people who have a similar interest. And then I would say we have a school community, SKOOL, where you can go there and get resources and information that I've posted. I also post messages about our campaigns and other monetization options for you, like referrals, as well as we just launched a new monthly incentive, bonus incentive for how you perform if you're getting a lot of diamonds. And then when it comes to, we have group chat here on TikTok where you can share your live, share your content. Like I said, the campaigns are there to also incentivize you and keep you going and motivated as well. And you know, our community, the community is very helpful. We did a retreat this past summer, the first time ever. We'll do it again. Hey, Ocean Summers. And so we did an in-person retreat where we came together, and then we had a meetup last fall for New York, and this fall we're going to do our West Coast folks, and so we'll do a meetup that way as well. So it's been a fun experience. It's been really good. We try to balance community, and then depending on what your live topic and what you're doing is, you know, we have some creators that's like, okay, look here, I'm just very focused on what I got to do. I'm focused on my community, bringing in my people. And then there's some people who are like, hey, you know, I want everybody to come and experience my life. So it's up to you in terms of your focus. So let me know if there's any specific questions. I'm happy to answer some additional questions to that. Thank you all. I just needed to know your brand of lipstick. My brand of lipstick. Actually, right now it is on YouTube. On YouTube is actually in my shopping cart over there. They didn't have it on TikTok, but it's a L'Oreal 185. That's backwards for you all, but 185 L'Oreal. That's what I do. Can you walk me through how to start a battle again? Wani said, how do I start? New generation, do you know how to start? Nobody know how to start? Let me know. Let me know. He was in the room too. Neither one of y'all know how to start. He came back. He said no. Oh, Lord. Okay. Other countries can join. Well, the countries who can join my agency is US and Canada. What do I need to do to start the battle? The request is saying, let me show y'all both. Okay, once you both are in your lives, your respective lives. Now, here's the question for everybody. When you do a match, a battle, you got to make sure you and your opponents are matching when it comes to your audience control. Both of you have to have it either turned on or turned off. One can have it on and say, I want to be 18 plus, and the other one can say, oh, I don't want to be 18 plus. You won't be able to find each other. So that's the number one hiccup, that somebody ain't matching. Somebody is doing the opposite thing. So you got to make sure you're matching. All right, that's number one. How do you confirm you're matching? He said, oh my. How do you confirm that you're matching? If you schedule a live event and you toggled on, made it blue, 18 plus is on, okay? Because you could do it for the live event. If you do it for the live event, but then you come here and you go live and you turn it off, it did not work. That live event is governing that live. So you got to delete that live event. In the live, delete it. You cannot, I repeat, you cannot turn it on while you're live. It does not work. It's something done before you go live, okay? So I just want to say that because a lot of people say, oh, I'll just turn it on afterwards. No, you can't. So somebody has to end their live, cut it off, or cut it on. So that's why I said it's so important to make sure you both are on the same page. And if you schedule a live event, that live event needs to be deleted if it's going to be the opposite of what you both are doing. So you have to delete it and then start the live. Mine is on now. So Wani, 18 plus is on for new generation. So Wani, I'm assuming you would turn yours on if that's okay with you. So so both of you have to be matching. So I hope somebody else heard that who is matching battling today, but make sure you both are the same. Do you want me to turn it off? Oh, we'll ask Wani. So y'all make a choice. Got it. Well, hers is so you have yours turned on. So keep it on, and she will just follow suit if that's okay with Wani. And so both of you will have it turned on. Okay, so that's the one thing. Typically, when you go out into the regular streets of TikTok, most times it's turned off. Just so that you guys know. I don't want you guys to come back and be like, hey, I thought I always had to turn on. We had to. No, most etiquette is that it's turned off. That's the etiquette. So you just have to make a choice on if your opponent is saying, hey, keep it on, then that's fine. But the etiquette is that it's turned off. The other thing I will say is that how you find each other. So that was the question that was being asked. Once you go live, you both are going live, you're clicking the interlocking rings. Not the two heads, not the two people. It's the rings. Oops, just joining in now. What was the turn on and off? Sorry, okay, give me 1 second. We also got the flash goal too. Thank you all for coming in. We just had a little surge of people coming in. Thank you so much. This is a Dr. Lisa Cares flash goal. So it is the little avatar. If you don't mind sharing that, it is one per person. We got 19 people in the room. We need 14. So 14 different people, one each. That will help us satisfy that flash goal. If you have not sent it, please feel free to send it. I would greatly appreciate it. And so we did 6 of 14. So we're going to work through that. We have 15 minutes to get that accomplished. 15 minutes to get that accomplished. So if you don't mind cutting that, I said cutting it on, clicking that would be greatly appreciated. I heard when it's on, it limits the visibility. Yes, it limits it to 18 years and older. So you're now looking at another pool of people, 18 plus, as opposed to anybody under 18. You know, it does limit the visibility though, because it says now anyone who doesn't have it turned on or has, what am I saying? Anyone who's trying to co-host with you, you can't pair with them, so you wouldn't see any of those live hosts. So it does kind of limit your ability. You're limiting the people who don't have it turned on at all, as well as the minors. That's the way I would say it. That's why I never go, I got the flow I needed. That's why I never got the flow I needed. That's true. I mean, it's definitely something that could impact your visibility. That's fair. But if your topic warrants it, you got to turn it on. It's just that. So it depends on what you're talking about. If it's for a more mature audience, the content as well as, you know, how your live is structured, I would say turn it on. I want it on, yeah. So it's not a bad thing to have it on. I don't turn mine on. I'll be honest with you. Thank you, Elle. Appreciate y'all. Yeah, mine is never turned on. Which is why I got the 3 minors that I tried to battle. TikTok needs to fix that. There's no reason why they would pair you with somebody who literally looked like they 10. So it's like, TikTok, you know better than that. So yeah, but I tried to do a battle the other day and literally 3 times, and they were all, they look like babies. I was like, yeah, y'all not of age. And so to you, I wouldn't turn it off. Oh, you want to turn it off? So you don't want to have it on? Thank you very much. Appreciate you, friend. Take the mic. You can turn, well, I mean, you don't want to, you decide if you want to turn it on. If you're going to stay live anyway, turn it off and see how this goes. Do the battle with it off. So maybe both of you turn it off and then stay live that way and see what happens. That's, today might be a good day to test it because you're going to do the battle anyway, but you're going to do it with her. So, you know, you're going to be paired with somebody who's of age. So yeah, test it out but you guys decide on that. That's totally up to you guys in terms of if you turn it on or off. Once you turn it off, once you decide on that, the 2 rings, hey Linda, the 2 rings is what you're clicking, and then you should be able to see your opponent under the friends category. If not, there is a feature to search for people. If you click the 3 dots, once you click those 2 rings, there's 3 dots in the top corner. There's a search feature. You can search that way and see why that person isn't showing up. You also, I'm sorry, I should have said this to begin with. You also need to be following each other. Why are we doing three games, okay? Why do you got 3 games? The best, you got to do 3 games if you want to. It's up to you, friend. Hey, Halaku, when when you click those three dots, you can search for somebody that way. I would say make sure you're following each other, so that way your friends, because you guys are friends, will show up in the list. Okay, so thank you. Hey, voice career coach Trish, how you doing, friend? Granny, welcome. Thank you for the daily heart means. Thank you all for coming in supporting. Why one? That's too short. Okay, you want to do multiple? Okay, okay. I mean, some people do one and done. It's up to you all. As far as the campaign is concerned, I think it is a one and done. But if you guys want to do multiple, that's fine. I think the one is going to track in the analytics if you want to see how you performed. Um, when everything's said and done, yeah, just click rematch if you want to continue. But you guys definitely talk about that on the inbox and see what happens. Let me know if there's any questions. So once you guys find each other, then the two boxing rings are going to pop up, the little boxing gloves, I'm sorry. You can click those, and that's how you start it. You click that, someone sends it, and then it starts. And then you can mute each other on by clicking your name. You'll see the mute option. How do you search for people to battle with that you're not yet following? Somebody else's comment got filtered. You can rewrite it. Thank you all for coming. If I didn't say hi, BB. I apologize. Feel free to put hi in the chat for me as well. How do you follow someone? How do you battle someone that you're not following? You wouldn't. Well, let me say that differently. You have to search for them under the search feature. There's three dots. You could search for them. I think it will allow you to find them and invite them if you're not following them. But I think in most cases, I'm not sure. I think it might show them. I think it will show them. You just got to search for them. Yeah, that's the way you would do it. Look for anyone available to battle. You're saying any random person. Is that what you're saying? So you're saying, oh, I thought you had someone, but you knew you weren't following them. The randoms, the random invites, there's a feature at the top that says quick invites. You know what? Let's do this. I'm going to hit the interlocking rings, those two rings. I'm going to do a screenshot. So you guys are going to see my screen's going to freeze for a quick second, but I'm going to do a screenshot. Just so you guys can see what it's like, what it looks like. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm going to do like 3 of them just so you guys can see. And then one more. Actually, one more, 2 more. Okay, so thank you so much on the YT. I appreciate you all. So we're gonna just do a little show and tell so you guys can see it since we're here. In the meantime, before we get started, let's do this. I don't want to miss out on the flash goal. So if you are in the room and you just got here, we did get the flash goal. It's a Dr. Lisa Cares. If you can send one Dr. Lisa Cares, I greatly appreciate it. We want to make sure we achieve this flash goal. If you haven't sent one yet, this is the perfect time to do it. We need a total of, what is that, 6 more? So if you guys don't mind supporting, it's 1 per person. If we can get that flash goal achieved, I would greatly appreciate it. Let's see. Thank you all for being here. Thank you, friends. I appreciate that. We'll see if we can get this going. I'm going to come in with my other account. Thank you all for supporting it. I think we're going to need 4 different people. We need 3 different people. So 3 more people. If you have not sent it, I'm talking to you. So it's 1 per person. It is a flash goal. This is TikTok's way to see if the room is actively engaging. So come in, send that flash goal. Thank you so much. I got my heart me. That's what it was. You can also send your heart me's if you haven't done that already, because we got the flash goal. So appreciate that, Paper Crane. Thank you so much, friend. Appreciate it. So feel free to send that heart me and that Dr. Lisa Cares. So we'll get going. Let me, I'm going to show you guys the co-host screen so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Thank you. Hey, Nelly, how are you, friend? And so if you're coming in, you're just joining, we are trying to achieve the flash goal. We need 3 more people. 3 more people to send that Dr. Lisa Cares. I can't pin it again. I won't be able to pin it for another 4 minutes or so. So I got to wait a few more minutes before I can pin it again. But feel free to go ahead and click that. Thank you, Tasha B. Appreciate you, friend. And then anybody, let's see, anybody else? Let's see, how many we need? We need one. We need two more, and then we got it achieved. So let's see if we can get two more. That would be greatly appreciated. So thank you, friend. It's just the light. It's a simple light that's going on and it's scrolling. Appreciate it. Thank you all for joining. I appreciate it. I can't see who just came in, but welcome. I sent the send button didn't recognize respond, so I just sent it from stickers. Okay, it didn't work that way. Interesting. All right, thank you, friends. We need one more. Okay, look at that, and I can't pin it yet. One more and we'll get it achieved. Thank you so much, Created New. So Created New, did you get my message too? So I know you're battling too. So let me do this. We'll get that last one. Let's not forget about it. But if we can get that last flash goal, Dr. Lisa Cares, that would be greatly appreciated. And then in the meantime, I'm going to click the wand and I'm going to do the effect. So I'm going to change this up. It's going to take my board away for a minute, but I'm going to show you guys the screenshots I just did. So if you click the interlocking rings, you're going to get a screen. This is my little screen. You're going to get a screen that pops up. It's going to show you a couple of different things. Now, right here, TikTok has been scheduling matches for me, but you can see that says 3 o'clock. I ain't on a live at 3 o'clock. I don't know what TikTok is thinking. That is not even the time I go live. So those match events, they're just like these random matches. They're not happening. So, and the people are not messaging me or reaching out in advance. So again, not happening. And so long story short, those matches haven't happened. So they will show up here. As a matter of fact, when you guys do this match event that I pair you with, your opponent should show up here. Let me know anyone who's done it in the last few months. Has your opponent shown up here? Is this where you see them at? Let me know, and it should give a countdown for when it's about to start. Thank you, friends. Appreciate you guys. We got that flash goal completed. Thank you for the support. Anybody in the room, do you know what I'm talking about? Let me know if you've seen that matching. It should show up there for you. So that's what you should see, who you're going to be paired with. Then if you ever want to do a quick invite, that's where TikTok, where do you see this board? I missed it. This is where, hey, Bearded Tech, others coming in the room, appreciate you. This screen is the screen for when you see the interlocking rings. So when you go live, when you click those interlocking rings, the person you're paired with should show up here. So that should be where you see who you're paired with. So ideally, you shouldn't have to find them because it should already be right here for you. That's what should happen. Let me know. I guess message me if that is not the case, if you don't see your person, your opponent you're paired with. So ideally, okay, I'll look there. Okay, so ideally it should be there. Anyone who went live today earlier may or may not have seen something. The other thing I will say is these quick invites is how you can randomly find people on TikTok. You press it, TikTok will kind of go through the TikTok universe and find somebody. They paired me. I clicked this 3 times the other day to do a quick battle with some random person. And they were all minors, you all. So just be mindful. My audience control is turned off. That means any and everybody I can be paired with. And so that's part of the problem. I need to have it turned so it's 18 plus. So I wouldn't get paired with someone who's underage. But also TikTok shouldn't allow underage people to go live. So their age verification system is totally off because I shouldn't have been paired with anyone under 18. Anyway, because they shouldn't be live. Bearded Tech, welcome to the room. Thank you so much, friend, for being here. The other thing is it'll show you your friends. So you can see some people you're friends with and you can do a quick invite to them. They can accept or decline. And then the next screen, it will show you people you can, hold on one second. People you can connect with that are suggested creators. You can actually click this see more to see more of your friends that are live. So it's not just those first 3. It's actually more that's there. But you can also click here to see if there's random people. You can see their league and how many people are currently in their room. So those are some other suggested creators TikTok can pair you with. And again, if you send them an invite, they may accept or they may decline. So keep that in mind. How you doing? Others coming in the room. I appreciate you. Hey, Mari, welcome to the room. So this is how you would do a co-host. Quick invite, friends, suggested creators. You also can search for people. So let's go back to this screen. At the very top of the screen, you see it right here. These three dots are right here. You're going to click these three dots. When you click those three dots, this is what you should see. You're going to see this message here. You'll see search, so you can search for people. Why didn't I just turn mine off? So new generation, you have yours off. Okay. Happy Saturday. How you doing from London? Welcome, welcome, friend. You have settings. I'm going to click settings in a second, and then there's some frequently asked questions. So those are three features when you click those three dots. Okay. So once you click those three dots and you click settings, it will show you this screen. For those of you who have ever received those random co-host requests that you are annoyed by, you don't want people popping up randomly on your screen, because if you ignore that request, it times out. To decline them, it could automatically invite them. Hello, Granny. So you could turn all of these off if you want to, but you want to specifically pay attention to this one, the co-host invitations at the top, those top two. The first one is that you can let friends send you an invite. So if you were in my 10 o'clock, I got an invite that was sent from somebody in the agency. We are friends, and I accepted it because she's somebody I know, and I was like, okay, let me see if I can check in on her. So that you could turn off though. So if you don't want to get those type of requests, you can turn it totally off. The second one is probably the more important one. It says allow invitations from people who aren't your friends when you are live. So people you don't know would not be able to request you. Now, I think this holds true to that question we got earlier from Victoriously Mom. If you turn this feature off, people will not be able to request you, even if you were doing those, I'm assuming those quick invites, because those are people who are not your friends. And so you probably would not be able to do the quick invites. That's my suspicion, but I'm not sure. Hey, Coach Rhonda. And so keep that in mind. This probably would have an implication to doing quick invites if you had that turned off. Can you set this up before the live, or does it have to be done after start? You have to do it after you start. And once you turn these off, they stay off. You don't have to turn it on every live, but it's something that if you turn it off, it's going to remember for the next live. And if you turn the first one off and you're like, hey, I was trying to co-host with my bestie. Oh my gosh, she's just on TikTok. We were going to co-host together and do this session, but you have this turned off, she probably won't be able to request you because you don't allow it. You don't allow invites from people you know, from friends. So keep that in mind. That is something that you would have to cut off. You can cut it off and cut it on if you need to, but you have to cut off and on. All right. The other ones, your guests can send requests. They can recommend people you should also, go live with and stuff. And so those notifications that you get in your chat, this kind of implicates some of that stuff too. So you can turn some of this off if you choose to. As you can tell, I keep mine on, so I just kind of ignore it. Let me start over for those here who just came in the room. So what I showed, actually, I want to show this anyway. The number one question I get about co-hosts from people all the time is, how do you end a co-host? How do you end it? It's not visible right now. It is not visible right now. You don't see it because I'm not co-hosting with anyone, and I didn't screenshot it when I was co-hosting. But right here, let me pull this down so you guys can see what I'm pointing to. You see the three dots. So we all see the three dots. Imagine right next to the three dots in that white space, there's going to be a box that pops up with an arrow. It looks like a rectangle, like a door, if you think of it as a door, with an arrow that says, I'm getting out, I'm exiting. So there's a door with an arrow that points outwards. You'll see that if you click it, that's how you disconnect someone who you don't want to be co-hosting with any longer. It'll say, some people get confused by the message, but it says disconnect now, and you're disconnecting them. You're not ending your live. You're keeping the live going. You're just getting rid of them. Okay, so that's the way you need to think of it. You're disconnecting them. And so there's a little door that will pop up next to those three dots. All right, let me know if that makes sense. If you have any questions, just so that you know, this is the interlocking rings. This is not the two people. The two people is considered a multi-guest. The interlocking rings is co-host. And co-host means that that person is in their live and you are in your live. They're not in your room. They are in their own room, and they start their live, and you can't see their audience chat, just like they can't see yours. And so keep that in mind. So co-hosting is a good idea if you're trying to, my thought about co-hosting is like, it's a good idea if you're trying to do these match events, the battles, if you're trying to get um, take advantage of someone else's community, in the sense that they're going live, they have their community in their room, they get a chance to see you and get to know you, you get that exposure. So that's a good thing, as opposed to a guest. They don't have their community in their room necessarily. They're a guest in your room. Their community can potentially tap to come into your live because they see that red circle and they see their friend is live, but ultimately it's your live. Does that make sense? So it's kind of one of those things where you're thinking about, like, do you want the exposure? What happens with getting a broader reach? And maybe co-hosting is the way you want to go with it because you have another audience that you can be exposed to. But matching, with doing multi-guest, you also have benefits of that person coming in and potentially giving you exposure because their community could come in, but also there's a monetization element that's there too, where if they get gifted, you get a percentage of that too, like a hosting fee. I need you need more followers to go live. Let's check. Long call, yes, you are brand new, so you got to get up at least to 50 and make sure your account's over 7 days old. You post content and you want to continue to engage in live streams, and so you might get us early. So yeah, match events. So for our battle night, you should see your opponent here on the box. Anybody gone live to see this yet who just came into the room? But you should see your opponent here, kind of the way this is set up for me. And then you also can do quick invites, and then, like I said, the random battles. The friends you have, as well as the suggested creators. All right, Reem, how you doing? Soda's in the room, I believe. Soda, you still here? Okay. So what one is for my battle tonight? Do I start my own live or click the link in the match? You start your own live. Reem, you're gonna start your own live as if you were doing a regular live. The only thing I will tell you, Soda, are you still here? This is what I was talking to Wani and New Generation Show about. Making sure that you and your opponent are both on the same page when it comes to 18 years and older is either turned on or turned off. You have to be matching so that you can actually find your opponent. And so that's going to be so important that you're matching. Janae, she's coming in. So everybody opponent's coming in the room. Look at y'all. Look at y'all. Y'all all trying to come in. I love it. Y'all's like, Doc, how do we start these battles? What are the times? The battle starts at 7 p.m. Eastern. You said so excited. The battle starts at 7 p.m. Eastern. So Coach Rhonda and Wani are paired together. Hi everybody, and I'm sorry. Coach Rhonda and JB are paired together. Janae, and so they are paired together as for the battle. I know we're coming in for tips. I see, and then I know Soda was here. I think Soda might still be here. Soda and Reem are paired together. She said the kitties are excited. They are napping now. So her cats. And so what I was sharing is how to start a battle. So that's what ended up happening. That's what this conversation is about. So what you're clicking is in your lower left corner where you guys see right now a yellow box. If you're on your phone, your mobile device, you see a yellow box with an arrow. I, as the live host, I see 2 rings, interlocking rings. That's where co-host is located. You're going to click those 2 rings. That's how you start a match. You're going to find your opponent. Ideally, your opponent is right here in this black box because it should show up as someone you're preparing to match with and go live and battle. And that timer at the top is going to count down, and that's where you should see your opponent. That's what should happen. Because this is the agency battle. Now that doesn't happen normally, but because it's the agency battle, it should show up there. So that's what I'm saying. It's time to go recharge, guys. So can you start a new live with battles? Yeah, you could start a new live with battles if you want to do battles. Yeah, and you just come to this page here, hit the interlocking rings. You can do the quick invites, or you can find a friend to connect with, or or that other feature where it says suggested creators. I'll show that since I'm here. So it will show a list of other people that they would suggest. And a lot of times people don't accept your invite, I'll be honest with you. So if you wanted to do something random, just be prepared. Everyone doesn't accept it. And then, and like I said, the three dots in the corner here is where you can search for people, or you can click settings and privacy to turn off those invites if you don't want them anymore. Okay. And so that's what people will do too. Let me know if there's any other questions about that. That's the feature here. So if you click those three dots, you're going to see this screen here. And we'll say search settings FAQ. And then once you click that, it will show you the different options for settings. Under settings, it will show you the different options here. And you can turn some of this stuff off. Okay. Let me know if there's any questions about this. Okay, welcome everybody. I appreciate you. Thank you, Mari. Appreciate everybody coming through. Thank you, everybody in the room. If you are new to my room, put new in the chat. We got some new friends that came through. If you are just now coming into the room, we were talking about the co-host request. So that's what you guys saw with the co-host request. Hey, Jody. Let me know if there's any other questions about that. I want to make sure that we are all on the same page. Let me know if there's any questions about the co-host request. I'm happy to answer those. Let me catch up. Thank you for this. You're welcome. You're welcome. Appreciate everybody. You said new Atomic Doll. Welcome to the room, friend. New Granny. Welcome. Rings. You said, do we both click the rings, or will Soda do it and invite me? More than likely Soda would do it. She's battled multiple times before, so yeah, she can kick it off. And literally, it's just hitting a button. That's it. You hit the two boxing rings, two boxing gloves, and then you will start the match. It's simple as that. Yeah. Because no one's doing anything special. I'm assuming you're not doing specific gifts or anything like that. So yeah, just hit start the match, and then it starts, and you accept it. You have to accept it on your end, and that's it. Jody, thank you for that daily heart me. So we were talking about match events. So let me know if you guys have any questions about that. Angel, hey friend, let's connect. Make sure you are following the live host and grabbing your daily heart me, my friend. Any other questions about that? I'm trying to make sure I say it all for my newbies. So a couple things about battles. Let's go through battles and the etiquette. So we'll talk about a little bit of etiquette in terms of what to expect. We do friendlies. So those who are coming in my room that are brand new to me and hearing me for the first time, what we're talking about now, I'm an agency owner. We're doing an agency battle night. It starts at 7. And so we do what's called friendlies. And so this is a friendly. It's nothing too contentious. It shouldn't be anything that's going to stress people out. They have to schedule the live beforehand. You're asking, do they have to schedule the live beforehand? It's a best practice. It's a good idea. You don't have to though. You don't have to. You're saying to battle? I'm assuming that's what you're asking. What are the battles for? Monetizing or fun? Both. Could be both. I'm sharing the live on FB. Oh, awesome. Yes. Yeah. It doesn't have to be. You literally I can start a match now, and it doesn't have to be scheduled. Yep. What actually happens in a battle? Okay. All right. I'm done. Thank you, friend. Thank you for that. Thank you for that, Granny Auntie friend. Did I get you again? Anyway, I wasn't frozen for real. I know some people laughed. They was like, she frozen. You said you will be battling today at 7 p.m. I'm not scheduled to battle. Those are fun to me. You're welcome. Appreciate it. Why didn't you unfreeze me? I got you, Coach Rhonda. I thought my Wi-Fi went out. I got you too. Just so that y'all know, this is a template, viewer wishes template. Luckily, you got me at first. I said, I tried. You tried to fix your Wi-Fi? He said, get the lines ready. So silly. Thank you all. Um, okay, let's go back. So, um, battles. How benefit of the battle. And then Reem, what was your question? You had a good question. He was like, "What actually happens in a battle?" He's like, "What is it? What am I supposed to be doing?" So that's the question. Okay, so so here's what happens. Here's why the battle, why the match events happen. So match events, and the nickname is called battles. TikTok doesn't like that. They want it to be match because they don't want it to sound so, traumatic or violent or anything like that. They want it to be something that's very chill. You're having this friendly little experience, okay? That's what it's supposed to be. Yes, what actually happens in a battle? Yes, what is the incentive gaming program? Now that's for people who do gaming, like playing video games. So that I think that's what that is. I don't know all the details of it. I don't game, but those are people who do the gaming. I think they have different challenges or different campaigns for certain games. I don't know, Minecraft, Call of Duty, some other stuff. So there's different games out there, and they'll compete. Star, how you doing, friend? Star, were you competing tonight? Were you doing the match event? I messaged you, so let me know if you were trying to do it. Have to confirm maybe one or two other people if you are, because I think I might be at my numbers, but let me see. Let me know if you are. If you are, I'll make something happen. Okay, so let's see. Hello, friend. Thank you for investing. I appreciate that, friend. Because Star, let me know if you're going to try to do the match night tonight. You said please, yes, please, no, yes, no. Please include you. Please don't. So, okay. So the reason why people do please, yes. Okay. So once I get off, let me see what my options are. I think I'm waiting on one other person to say yes or no, or two other people to say yes or no. So if they come in today, then I'll know. If not, I think I have to figure something out. Okay. So here's why people do it. People do it for monetization reasons. Thank you very much, friend. Appreciate you very much. Hey, mama, how you doing? They do it for exposure. You're competing with another room. Like I said earlier, they're in their room, you're in your room. You get a chance to meet their community. They get a chance to meet you. People can follow you. People can, get to know your personality and stuff, and they may want to connect with you. So that exposure is key. Also team building or community building. So when you think about your room, they're rallying behind you. They're tapping the screen. They're sharing the live out. They're also commenting. Those give points. And then obviously the gifting that happens. Most times people, when they know they're going to battle or know their favorite live host is going to battle, they typically will hold gifting for the battle. And so that is part of what they would have done potentially anyway. And it just happens in the battle. And then you have more people coming in. Maybe people will have a higher little budget or limit that they're going to give for the battle. So you get obviously more monetization that happens in that event and for that live stream. No matter who wins, you both get whatever you got from gifting. You're going to earn those diamonds. So it doesn't matter who wins. I'm doing for monetization. I'm a cleaner. All right, friend. When everything's said and done, you win because it's a win-win. However, there is an actual winner. There is a winner. Someone wins because they got the most points. Remember, points don't equal diamonds. Very clear on that. All right. Points don't equal diamonds because why? Tell me why. Time. What time is the match event? It's 7 p.m. Eastern. Tell me if that works for you. 7 p.m. Eastern. And so that's great. Here is fire. Thank you, friend. Let me know if so why don't points equal diamonds? Anybody who's done it know the answer? Why don't points equal diamonds? You get extra points with gloves. Yep. Okay. My live is at 4:30 PST. Help me, I can't do the conversion in my head, but that sounds like 7:30, not 7 o'clock. Okay. So, maybe anybody in the room, let me know. Anybody in the room, if you want to do an extra match with 7:30. Okay, so you could start your live, your regular live. Anybody in the room want to do an extra match after you do your assigned match with Star? So if she's going to be going live like 30 minutes after the 7 o'clock group. So if there's somebody who wants to do, and that way I won't have to find you an opponent, because I think we don't have someone so far. Hey, Lisa. Hey, somebody else came in flying in. I missed you, but hello, friends. Let me know if you are open to doing another match. And you can message me too, and I'll just make sure I assign you. I can do another battle. Okay, okay. So Reem and Star, I'll connect you. Well, you guys follow each other here. So Star, follow Reem, our kitty cat. so follow that person, Reem, and then that's gonna be your opponent at 7:30. Okay, so that's what you're doing. Done. So 7:30, y'all two will pair up. All right, sounds good. So Soda and Reem first, and then Reem, you will go and connect with Star. All right, sounds good, friends. All right, so when it comes to, okay, done. So when it comes to what was I about to say? So battles, you basically want to, you're getting exposure, the monetization. So Soda answer my question. So monetization, so you said you go live at 4:30, warm up your room, and maybe you guys can start the match at 7:45 or 4:45, something like that. So you guys decide in the inbox, you decide what you want to do. That'll be totally fine. Just decide what you're going to do in terms of what time you would connect. So, okay, so let's start over. So that works. Perfect. Okay, so you start the match. You're doing the match. Points don't equal, that's what I was about to say. Points don't equal diamonds, because diamonds, points are multiplied. And so what Soda said earlier, that's what I wanted to pin. Soda said you have these multipliers with the gloves. You have multipliers when it comes to the booster seed, because that's 5 times the points, I believe. You have multipliers when it comes to TikTok will send out multipliers for like first time gifters, and then you get speed. So there's things like that. So there's opportunities to get double, triple the points. And so points is what you're trying to get. The person with the most points wins. I have done my live today, 90 minutes. All right now, friend, I love that. And so keep that in mind. It's a multiplier. So when a person sends a gift and it hits the multipliers, you don't get multiple diamonds. You get the diamonds for that gift. That's what you're getting. But the points on the screen is the multiplier. And so the person with the most points wins. Really quickly, those who are I'm going to give you a quick tip on battles. If you end up in a battle where the first time gift is 2 times the points or 3 times the points, you want to send whatever, in most cases, whatever is going to be your designated big gift. Okay? You want to try to send that as your very first gift. So that's just for you and for viewers in the room. That's like a best practice, because you don't know if those multipliers are going to come later, and then actually it's not guaranteed unless it's one that's already in the gameplay, like the 2 times the speeds that we talk about. But if it's the glove, if it doesn't guarantee that it's going to hit on the glove and stuff like that. So I just want you guys to know that. You probably don't know what I'm talking about, but I'm referring to power-ups, and I'm referring to those multipliers that happen. Some of them are not guaranteed multipliers. Points don't equal diamonds. Why? Because points are multipliers. Yep. Diamonds are for gifts. Right. You got it. That's exactly right. Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much, everybody in the room. I heard a lot of match leaders ask for gloves. A lot of match leaders want to do friendly rose battles, or friendly battles to get gloves for their top for the people in their room. For the top 3 people, they'll get those multipliers. So there's actually battle strategies where people will do kind of a live or 2 that's focused on, hey, we're getting power ups, like today's battle night. So they may say, hey, we're gonna get power ups for our battle that we're gonna do at 7 o'clock. And so, my community, my friends, they would come to that, prep night to prepare for the big battle. And then they're going to do friendlies to make sure that they get enough power up so that they can use for the big battle. So yeah, there is a strategy, especially the people who are big battlers. That's what they're doing. I heard the backpack mentioned. Where do you see that? I can't find my backpack. Okay, so Lisa's asking a question about power ups. So let me what was the other question? Did I see something? Um yeah, so the gloves, you said you heard a lot of battle leaders ask for gloves. You're like, what are gloves? So let me see if I have any. Oh, I don't think I have any power ups because I think this account, I would have done it off to Dr. Lisa. Else I would show you guys. Let me see. Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, I'm going to show you where it's at. There's nothing in it in my backpack. So everyone, if you want to click your gift box, it's in the gift box. But let me show you where it's located. I had to flip my camera around so you guys mirror my camera. Okay, so I'm going to click my gift box. And then the words down here, gift, interactive, exclusive. Oh, doesn't want to slide. It's supposed to slide. There we go. It slid. So you got to see it slides like that. So those words can slide over. There's that little symbol here. It looks like, to me, it looks like a little storefront. But that's a backpack. If you click that little backpack, not the crown, the little backpack. This is it. The backpack panel. When you have, this is where TikTok will stick stuff when it comes to your power-ups. And those power-ups are only going to be available for the room you're in. You can't use power-ups from a battle that you were in for somebody else and try to use it on a new person. No, it's only available for the room you got them in. And they expire in 5 days. So you'll see a lot of live hosts. They're like, hey, we're going to do this. We're going to get a whole bunch of power-ups so that we can use them for this battle. And then if we win the battle, we get new power-ups. And we want to use those power-ups. So that's something that people do strategically to kind of play in around their battles so that they're doing at least 1, maybe even 2 battles a week, each week. Also, no roses on gloves unless it's a rose match only. Let me talk about this, y'all. Thank you, Soda. So Soda's talking about something that you really need to know when it comes to battle strategy. Hey, Miss Tammy. I'm learning this room. Still not ready for lives yet. So, thanks for you, Dr. Lisa. Thank you so much, Granny. Thank you, others that come in the room. So, Lisa, that's where the power-ups are. So, let me know if you got that. I have a music on stage in my backpack. Is that for you? Is it grayed out? I'm going to say, no, it's not for me. No, because I don't play music here, friend. Hey, sis, I don't think it is for me, but if it's grayed out, it's probably for someone else's room. If you click it, it should say where you got it from. So I'm going to assume it's there. And same thing with the power-ups. If you have some, gotcha. I've been looking for that. Yep. If you got some, just know that if it's grayed out, it's usually for someone else's room. And if you click it, you should see where it belongs to. That says music on stage. Yeah. I'm going to assume that it's for a room that you've been to. Yeah. So Soda, I have that also, and it's not great. Oh. What does it say? Mine said vote. Oh. Maybe it's for me. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's a campaign I'm in. Am I in a campaign? I don't know. That's for people in the Music on Stage Challenge. So, okay. We're going to pin Soda's comment. But I'm not in it, am I? I don't think I am. Because I was in Jana's room, and I saw it in her live where it said Music on Stage. And it was a campaign thing. But I'm pretty sure I ain't in one, y'all. TikTok got me all wrong. I can explain if you want. Yes. Let's have Soda explain. I'm going to press mine. You said I'm going to press mine. See what happens. Notice it says you're not registered. Okay. See, I'm going to say I'm not registered. Y'all said y'all all pressing it. Nothing happened. I clicked it, but it would not do anything. Allow me to send her. I tried to give it to you, but it says you're not registered. Yeah, it's it's not for me. It's, it said no to the creator. Let me let Soda up. Soda, you did you want to come up, Soda, and talk about it? Because I don't know if you okay, I took my viewer message away. Oh, I'm on this type of layout. Let me change my layout.
So there is a challenge called the Music on Stage Challenge. They just went to round 2, I believe, today. And so if you know someone, most of us, I signed up for it, but I don't really do much for it. So if you know anyone who did make it to the second round, that's where we want to all do the votes. So you can sign up for the challenge as a supporter. You can still be a supporter. You do like a daily check-in and you get votes for the daily check-in, kind of like the community fest where you send in the votes, right? So I don't know if Jada got to round 2. So if we do, because I have a bunch of votes, I could go over and send to her.
Oh, Jada, do you know if you made it around or progressed? Anybody in the room progressed?
I don't think I made it. I did, because I haven't been doing music lives or anything.
Okay.
But yeah, I have like over 100 of these votes.
Jada, you said please? Did you made it? You're good? Yeah. Oh, okay. She said I'm in. Okay. All right.
So Jada would probably be a good one for us to, if you have votes, to go to Jada's room and give her all the votes so it can go to a place where it can actually be counted.
Now, you're doing your battle night tonight, Jana, at 7, but she's a West Coaster. Are you going to stay live longer? Because her normal live time is at 10 p.m. PST. So let us know what you're doing for tonight in particular. You say yes. Good evening.
I just wanted to come up and cut it because it's a little confusing, but it works kind of like with the
Community Fest.
The Community Fest, where you send in the votes after you get to the next round or whatever.
Okay.
Anyway, that's it. You can okay.
All right. Thank you, friend. Appreciate you. Okay. So, yeah. So, Jana, it sounds like Jana, you guys are connected with Jana in the chat. She said she'll come back after. So, her regular time, and she's a DJ. So, she does music. So, she does music. She does soulful R&B and house music. And a little bit of funk. So, but she does it in the evening. So, Jane, if you want to put your schedule, and I know she's doing the battle tonight. So, if you are going to connect with her, she'll be doing the 7:00 battle, and then she'll come back later for her typical live stream time when she's playing the music. Okay, so let me go back to the battles. Let me say a couple things. So, okay, sounds fun. So, a couple things about battles. And I was going to talk about etiquette because that just popped in my head. Oh gosh, it went away too. So let me go back to the roses. That's where I was going to go with this. Roses. Oh, I know what popped in my head. Thank you. Thank you, Lisa. Let me say this before it goes out my head again. You want to go live for at least 25 minutes. Okay? You want to go live for at least 25 minutes. That means if you do a little bit where you warm up your room and you go live 10, 15 minutes beforehand, that's not a bad idea. The battle itself is only 5. You don't want to end after the battle if you have not been live for 25 minutes. Tell me, why do you want to go live for 25 minutes? Let's put that in the chat. Why do you need to go live for at least 25 minutes? Anybody? Some of my people in the agency, I know y'all know, my battlers, they know. But I want you guys to understand, kind of what's happening here. No idea. Okay. To get higher percentage, right? Don't be like me. Okay. Algorithm. Okay. It's part of our monetization. Remember? And so Soda has it right. Valid Go Live. No, it's actually Hey Flourish. Hey Flourish. What country are you in, Flourish? You the Daily Herb. Like, what country are you in? It's not Valid Go Live, it's for Scale Live Reward. So remember earlier we talked about to get the maximum earning. He said, good morning, mates. She is in Australia, y'all. Welcome. Thank you so much, Lisa. She's like, good morning, mates. And clearly that it ain't the morning here, y'all. It's not the one. She's on the opposite schedules from us. Thank you all. So the Skill Live Reward says you earn the most, and remember, battles are part of the monetization. So keep that in mind. You're gonna have people sending you gifts. So you want to get the highest percentage for what people have gifted. And so when it comes to that, the max you can earn for 25 minutes for the live duration for 25 minutes or more is 38% of that. So you don't want to go live shorter because you won't get the highest percentage from the gifting that happened. Hey, Catherine. And so keep that in mind. You're going live longer because of that. All right. Any plant lovers add me. Well, welcome, friend. That would be Flora. So connect with Flora. She is definitely a plant lover. And she's actually a great live host too. So I should say that clearly. Hey, Rosa, welcome to the room. She's on vacation right now, but she has a regular live schedule too. I love your plants in the background. See, you're gonna get me in trouble. Don't get me in trouble. Don't get me in trouble with Flores. Oh my plants. Don't get me in trouble. So no battling and running away. Okay, no battling and running away. I just got back. You just got back, friend. Welcome you back on land. She was on a cruise, Bounty. Awesome, friend. And so, hey, spiritual, welcome to the room, everybody. I see all y'all coming in. We're doing a quick battle conversation. So, okay, so 25 minutes or more. Don't go battle and dash. Okay, you're gonna stay for a little bit. You're gonna hang out. If you do some stuff before the live, that's before the battle. That's great. That's time. And then basically you might stay a little longer, do some banter with your co-host, or you talk to your community and just kind of talk about the battle experience itself. Like, hey, here's what we experienced. Our battle's short. How long do they last? They're 5 minutes. It's a 5-minute event. It's 5 minutes. It's really short. And so it's really short. So yeah. So it's a quick little thing to do. Let me know if there's somebody who is already going to go live, because I know it's almost 6 o'clock. We can do a quick rose battle, and I can show you what it looks like. If there's people who want to see it, we'll do a quick rose just so that you guys see what it looks like. But just let me know, put in the chat if you do decide to do it, then go live. I don't have my audience control. I don't have it turned on, so you have to turn off 18 years and older. Yes, do. Please do. All right. Anybody who wants to do it. Flourish, if you want to do one real quick, or no, you're laying in Melbourne. you're laying in bed probably still with the time change. We will lose, then what? If we lose, then what? Nothing. Nothing happens. You didn't win, but you did win points. You said I was going at 6. You want to, okay. L will be, you want to do it, L? So Elle's going to start her live at 6. So she'll join me. We'll do a quick little battle that way. So that way, if you want to get some power ups, Elle, you can win too. So that's totally fine. I just want to demonstrate it. Thank you so much. So Elle's going to be my opponent in about 7 minutes. So let me finish talking about battles, and then we'll demonstrate one and what it looks like. Okay, so when everything's said and done, so you want to make sure you go at least 25 minutes. Let me go back 25 minutes or more, and it was something else I wanted to say. Skill Live Rewards. Oh, follows. Skill Live Rewards. So Skill Live Rewards has 2 components. You said we need to win. Well, since Elle is doing a battle tonight, we don't have to win. We can let her win, and her community can get some power ups, because that's how they get it. We don't have to win. Y'all so sweet. It's like, we need to win, Doc. So, when it's said and done, what was I about to say? The follows is the other thing you want to do. Mildred, he's so sweet. The follows is the other thing you want to pay attention to. And a lot of times people will, if it's somebody you don't already follow, now obviously tonight's battles are people we know. I knew somebody was going to say that. You said that. You said that. It's like, they're going to take care of that. That's okay. That's okay. So you want to make sure when you're doing, competing against an opponent that's maybe not a friend, that you ask, would you follow each other? You know, especially when you do those quick invites I showed you. You may not be following those people in advance. You wouldn't be. So you could say, hey, do you want to follow? And then again, that exposure, you might say, hey, I'm looking to get my 5 followers for the day. Do you mind having some of your followers follow me? I can follow them. You might ask that question. Sometimes that's part of it. It's easier when you know the person and their community might come over and support, and then your community go over and support. But the goal is to get 5. Again, we're trying to maximize as much as we can with that 40%. So time is 38%, the duration, so 25 minutes or more. The other 2% comes from getting 5 new followers or more. So that's something you want to think about. Can a creator see if you're battling with another creator? No, they just see that you're co-hosting. Is that what you mean? Like the rain, like would they know it's a battle? There's nothing that indicates that they're actually in a battle. When you click the 2 rings, it does say live match. It will say that. So that's the only way you would see it. So like when I click those 2 rings, I could see someone who's live with guest, and then it will say live with live match. I don't see any live match though. I just see live with guests. So these people are all available though. Let me see if any of my friends, anybody doing a match. No, all of them say live with guests. Yeah. So yeah, I don't see it. I met some of my favorite creators from battles. Do you really? Oh wow, that is true. Soda has a great story about that. She was like, that's how she really started making this a community for herself. She was like, these are people I go to their lives. They come to her live, and she's right about that. Can you say again? 5 followers equal 2%. Under the scale live rewards, 2%. So every live that you do, no matter if it's a battle or not, every live that you do, your goal is to get 5 new followers, so you can get that 2%, and to go at least 25 minutes for monetization purposes. That's the only reason why I'm saying that, for monetization purposes. And so that way you'll get your 38% plus the 2% with new followers, and you will get 40%. That's how you get the 40% of every live in terms of getting the most you can earn for that particular live. Okay, so those are the 2 factors. What I will tell you is that I'm going to go on in 20 minutes tonight. I can explain more about things. If people have questions, that's good. Soda's going to also kind of continue this conversation. So that'll be good. She's going to, that's going to be part of her live warming up her room too. So, hey, J Money, how are you, friend? Thank you so much. Escalate TV, you want to make sure you say hello to people. You just can't message them. You want to make sure you say hello, because that's called dry tagging. And TikTok doesn't like that. That's kind of that bot behavior. So you want to make sure you always say something behind the message before you send it and try to individually message people. Okay, so that's called dry tagging. Thank you so much. Hey, Eva. Appreciate you, friend. Let's go back to battle. So monetization purposes, 25 minutes or more, 5 new followers are the 2 things you're trying to hit. When it comes to roses, let me go back to that rose thing that Soda said. When you have power ups, roses apparently is kind of this deactivator. All right. So people encourage you. How you doing, friend? Coming in. People encourage you. Hey, Lisa. They encourage you to send not roses, but maybe populars. Populars are fine. Heart puffs are fine. The community gift is fine. Those are all one-coin gifts, but it's not roses. So whatever reason, that's kind of a battle strategy where someone will send a rose to deactivate anyone's power-ups. And so that's been kind of a thing people do as kind of a little sly thing to do. Hand hearts are fine. Hand hearts are fine. Those are fine. Those are 100-coin gifts. Those are totally fine. But you'll see times where the prompt, there's a prompt on the screen. It's going to say, okay, we're about to get target. We need a gift target. And so people will send roses then, which is also fine. But you don't want to get in the habit of sending roses unless it's a rose battle, because there are specific battles. And that's what I was going to do with Elle. We'll just do a rose battle. And so you can actually click a button to make it specific to a specific gift. And so if it's that specific gift, that's what you're sending. But otherwise, I would say don't send roses ever in a battle unless it's a rose battle. try to send populars, try to send things that are going to help the live host with their popular ranking, or maybe if you're a fan club member, you're sending the community gift. Those are things that I would encourage you to send if you're going to send a one coin gift. Wow, some gifts can deactivate other gifts. They can deactivate the power ups, which is part of the ammunition, if you think of it as that way. It's kind of an advantage. So when you have power ups, remember I showed you guys the backpack earlier? So if you have a glove and somebody puts the glove, it's going to show right up in the corner. Somebody sends the glove. When people are trying to send the gift for the glove and they send roses, it makes the glove go away. So, or doesn't let the glove hit for any points. I think that's what happens. You don't see any points, get extra points for that glove because it pretty much deactivated it. And so people say don't send roses on gloves, don't send roses for that reason. So you'll see that, those big battles, you'll see people like, screaming in the chat. Don't send it. Thank you so much. Hey, Miss Dawn. The Pearl Charm, appreciate your friend. So you'll see some of that happening too. And it's just really said just roses. Yeah, apparently it's the roses. The roses are kind of this way to kind of play the game, kind of a strategy. So you'll have, if you're really into battles and there's like these big battle events and stuff, there's like, people who come from the other opponent's room, and they'll decoys, they come in your room and they're listening to you and strategizing, hearing all the tips. Thank you very much, Fred. Thank you very much. They're hearing your strategy, they hear all that, and so they take it back to the room and they're spying. Appreciate you. So all that's happening. They may send their people over to send some roses to deactivate. Yeah, they're being real shady. But some of that happens too. Why do some creators get angry when you play and sometimes you don't? What do you mean? Some creators, they get angry? What do you mean in terms of they're angry at their chat? They're mad at the chat? I think that's just so distasteful. I just think, at the end of the day, it's a game. Hey, Jennifer. It was supposed to be symbolize love defeating balance or something like that. Say that again. Symbolizing love defeating violence. Tommy Moore? Is that like Shakespeare? What happened? What? Thanks for that, Doc. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you, Christina. I appreciate your friend. Miss Dawn, thank you for the gift, and I appreciate her friends. I appreciate that sounds like Greek mythology. Maybe so. Maybe so. Hey, Jennifer. Oh, look at that. Thank you, Granny. Why they made the roses cancel out the gloves. Oh, is that why? Love defeating violence? Because the rose, symbol of love, and not having a glove to punch you. Okay. I can make it work. I can make it work in my head, I guess. You said yes. That was why they did it. So you said that was real deep. Well, why? So that is still the case, though. Like that's not like I could see that being part of a campaign, and maybe that was what was happening for that campaign. But that still exists. The roses do deactivate the glove still. Hey, Nelly. So I'm assuming that's still the case, but just be mindful. People kind of frown on you if you're in those rooms. Yes, okay. And I think that's what, Lisa, you were asking your question in terms of why people act a certain way. And it becomes really serious. It comes serious for a couple reasons, unless it's a rose battle. Yes, unless it's a rose battle. When you think about leagues, people are in leagues and they're trying to maintain their position, or maybe league up. Thank you so much. So this whole league stuff here, I'm going to show it because I'm going to pin it here. This is part of it too, because people are trying to figure out, okay, how do I get enough diamonds? That's what that the 1.1K represents diamonds. And so how do I get enough diamonds so that I can either maintain my league, I don't drop down, and I get a fragment. So diamonds, like I told you before, diamonds come from the gifting. So and then some people are just uber competitive. Let me just put that aside. Some people are just uber competitive and they always want to win. But I think some of it too is just where they're positioned at, and if they're trying to be intentional about using that battle to maintain their position. Maybe that could be a little bit of it too. So just keep that in mind. I know that's not always the case, but it could be a little bit of that as well. Let me know if there's questions, unless it's a rose battle. Um, Reem, are you still here? Let me know if you're still here, because I think you asked a question earlier, and I forgot what I was about to say about battles. Thank you so much. Level 26. Thank you guys for that. Thank you all for that support. Right here, love to win, silly, competitive. Yes, yes. I invite you now. I don't see you. I invited you, but now you don't see me. TikTok, yes. Okay, I see you. I'm gonna invite you. Okay, perfect. Okay, there we go.
Yay for the backup.
Yay. Yeah. So what you said at some point I went away? I wasn't in your list of friends?
It said invited.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta turn down the
Mm-hmm.
I got on, I invited you right away. It said invited.
Okay.
And then when I came back just now, because I was wondering why you were taking so long
To accept.
you know,
Yeah, I
to
would say it.
connect, it didn't, it said, I mean, your name was not there.
Mm. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. Yeah, you were right at the top for me. Thank you so much. You know what? Let me answer this question real quick. Granny, you asked the question. What I showed was the league sticker, and that goes into how leagues are a 24-hour clock. So you see a clock that is going, that is timing down, counting down basically based on when the day ends. And for me, I'm on the East Coast. It ends at midnight. And so it'll reset at midnight. So a new clock, a new 24-hour clock will happen, which means a new day to start on TikTok for your league. So that's what that means. I know that sounded kind of convoluted, but that's what it means. So Elle is a creator. She does overthinking. And so Elle, you want to do your own introduction? I'm sorry.
That's fine. I'm Elmi. I talk about all things overthinking. My plan was to jump on here and talk about overthinking going live because
Okay.
that's my favorite live to do. And then it was going to just flow into my 7 o'clock match.
Okay.
But I haven't heard anybody sounding scared in it.
I don't know. We got a lot of scared folks. Do we got scared people to go live, or people who just kind of overthinking when they gonna start? I think that's what I'm like.
Right.
So they the fear. They just like, I'm not
As
ready
though
yet.
they have all the time in the world.
Right, right. Welcome to the room, friends. Okay, so I know you talked about overthinking battles. I know that was going to be a topic soon.
Right.
Have you
right.
done that one yet?
I did it a long time ago when a friend was nervous about a battle, and I just haven't. It didn't seem like it was a regular conversation piece. I mean, I could dust the PowerPoint off, but I mean, I have it in there, but I haven't done it
Okay.
myself, and it's certainly not like I can speak from my many experiences.
Right, right, right. You got about a dozen. No, is it better?
I mean, maybe 10.
Maybe 10. Okay, okay. There's a couple people in that room. My Lisa said she's overthinking both starting, and I think she's a little scared. So it's a little bit both. And then Reem said she overthinks her life all the time. So she's like she's an overthinker.
Well, yeah. If you overthink one thing, you usually overthink everything.
Mildred said I overthink all things overthinking. Love it. So and then
Yeah.
Granny said not scared, just want to learn more first. So she's a learner. She's gonna tiptoe. There's a little bit of overthinking in that too. We just gonna admit that. It's a little bit overthinking.
Right.
Yeah, so that's the perfectionist part of how we operate. So we often have to be perfect about what we're doing and before we get started and know all the answers. I tell you, always start and then you'll pick it up as you do it. Okay, so because I'm co-hosting, what has happened is that there's now 2 boxing gloves that are in the lower corner, where you guys see the yellow box for Service Plus, that DM box, right where the chat box is. That's where the boxing gloves are located, right in that area. So you see boxing gloves now. So when I click that, so we pair together. When I click that, it actually says start match, and it has me, it has Elle, and it has a big red start match in the middle. However, we said we're going to make this roses, and we can make this roses because there's 2 little like scale lines that are like right on top of each other, those little scale gear lines. I'm going to click that, and that's where I can select a specific gift. And so we're going to say the specific gifts. Elle, do you have a community gift?
I do.
You do?
I have the LXL.
You want to do community gifts?
That's fine.
Okay, we'll do community gifts. Community gifts.
Now, that's one thing I don't know is how to set the specific gift.
Okay, well, I'm gonna have you start it. Somebody just tried to request me that quick. I was like, what in the world? So it canceled out. So you started over. So you click the boxing gloves.
Click the boxing gloves. Welcome to live match. Try it. Okay. Start match now. If I just press that, it would be anything goes.
Yes, but you see the little 2 gears at the top, right in the top right corner?
Yes.
Click that.
Okay, I see specific gift. Okay, it says your community gift is available.
All right.
Okay, so choose gift. That's it.
Yeah.
It's there by default, so just click done.
So click done, and then I will get a request. Does it say done? And then
Yes.
I have to accept. There we go. And so the gifts that you guys are sending is the Dr. Lisa. We probably should have told y'all what to send y'all. I'm sorry. Sorry. But the gift that you're sending is the Dr. Lisa Cares, and then you're sending Elle's avatar, her community gift too. So that's what we're doing. We do want to get at least 100 points on the board. I'm just saying, y'all, we're going to let Elle win.
I was just going to say, please remind them, because I know they're loyal fans.
So what's on the screen right now is important. It says first gift is 3 times the points. So when you guys send your first gift, which is a 1 coin gift, each person gets 3 points. So that's how that works. So, and it times out. You see, it's only, I think it was 30 seconds. And so as you guys are sending that, that's going to maximize the points. All right. So, so we can send that. And then, hey, Charlie, others coming in. Thank you so much. Hey, Mama. Thank you all for the daily heart me. Christina, thank you guys for the support.
Good evening, everyone.
You said, oh, we're going to lose. I just feel like she is Pacific Standard Time, so her time is 4. I missed her. You missed? No, you didn't. It hasn't started yet. You're fine. Under Unstoppable, we haven't done it yet. So it's not 4 o'clock yet for her. She is PST, so PST, what is it? 3 o'clock for you all right now? 3:12, I think, for PST folks. Yeah, so you're good on written. You're still good. Let's see. Hello everybody. Thank you all for supporting. Let's so when it comes to battles, you want to make sure you at least get 100 points on the board for it to count. Okay, so just saying, if y'all, we got another bonus mission coming, so we can get yes, 312 right now. Thank you, friends. So we can get at least 100 points. Elle has her 100. I need at least 100 too. So that way it'll count as an official battle. And so 3 times the gifting points is going to start as we unlock a mission. So these are little things you can tell your community. So gifter target is 3 gifters. So 3 people send a gift. So we had 2 people send. We need 1 other person. That's an individual gifter target, not thank you so much. I appreciate you. You have to send, the Dr. Lisa Cares has to be sent. That particular gift has to be sent. Because we're dealing with a specific gift. Thank you so much for the hand heart too and the rose. But because we're doing the match with a specific gift, we should have did roses, Elle. Should just do roses. I'm sorry. We should do roses. I was being cute. I was being too cute with this. Because this one was like, what are we sending?
Oh, gosh.
So 2 times the points when you guys send the gifts. Lisa said I'm gonna send a donut. I'm gonna send a donut. Thank you, friend. Appreciate you, friends. And so the as you guys can tell, the points will only tally for the specific gift when you do this. So keep that in mind. It's only the specific gift that you're sending. Other gifts are great, but it doesn't calculate in the points tally.
I know somebody over there was going to try to snipe.
Are they?
It's hard to snipe with a 1 coin gift.
Exactly. Well, you know what? Yeah, it's hard. You would have to. Okay, so I should tell how to do it. When you go into the gift box, you don't have to do it for me, and we got over 100, so I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. 100 points. When Alyssa's in the gift gallery, yes, I was about to say in a gift gallery you can do it. You also can do it by pressing down the gift. You know, you can send it at rates of 20, 50, 100, I think. I think those are the tallies. So you can send big gifts like that. Um, yes, I'm over 100, so I'm good. Thank you so much always. Thank you, friend. A star. One thing I like about the roses, yes. But all the gifts I think are pressed down. Yeah, you can press them, hold all of them down. And you're right, the roses are in the gallery, so you can always be the title gifter of roses. You're right. Yep.
Thank you guys so much.
So, so pretty much, you all, this is a battle. We are literally in a battle. There's 30 seconds, a little less than 30 seconds left, 20 seconds left. What will happen, just so that you guys know, is that most battles, people are watching it right down to the second because your opponent, you're right, could send a big gift, especially since we're doing specific gifts. It doesn't necessarily hold true. It's a little harder to do it. But if someone wants to send a universe or a lion, they can out snipe. They can win. So you hear someone's going to snipe. That's what they mean. That they're going to do something and win really quickly. Okay. Thank you so much, Elle. She got it. So Elle, if you're in Elle room, you see the MVP next to her 3 people. You see that MVP? When she clicks those circles, she's gonna see that she received power ups for those 3 people. Did you get it from all 3?
No, it's looking crazy. Reem R. Kitty Cat is my MVP. Thank you so much. It says mission contributor. Then Jana B is number 2, but she got a boosting glove. Soda is number 3, but 1 and 3 did not get anything.
So 1 and 3, I'm gonna ask this. Let me know if this is true. I think this is what happened. 1 and 3 probably went over there and gifted, and they came back. And when the match ended, they weren't in your room.
Oh, you weren't in the room.
Keep that in mind, just so that you guys know. We're both winners. So when you guys, and that happens to me all the time because I'll be jumping from room to room because I'm supporting my creators, and whoever wins, I might get a booster glove, I might not, it just depends. Sometimes I try to be a little strategic and I try to go back to the winner's room so I can get it. But even in doing that, because I've been bouncing back and forth, sometimes I don't get it. I don't get the booster or the power up. So I just don't get it sometimes. So I know it's because of the jumping back and forth is not registering.
I see.
Well,
it doesn't matter because even if everybody got gloves, I mean, everybody's going to be in their own battle at 7 o'clock.
All 3 of those people. All 3 of those people.
Help me. I mean, this was fun anyway. But
We could stagger. Now, that's a question we talked about before. The system doesn't allow me to put it in as a stagger because it's like a group battle thing. But you really could go in and say, okay, let's stagger because I want to support your room, and you can say let's start.
With Coach Rondo didn't have an opponent for a minute, and I had told her if she wanted Moonflower or myself could get her at around 7:15.
Yeah.
But you've matched her up, so.
Yeah, I had to wait until I got confirmation from people, so I was waiting on some confirmations. And so yeah, so maybe JB and Rhonda, if you guys want to stagger, you guys could decide to stagger and support each other if that's the case too. Let's see, like do a 15 minutes stagger. Yes, if everyone send 100 roses in galleries, easy to read. Yep, 101. Yep, that's true. That's true. So let's talk about the title gifter and sending roses. So as you guys can see, it will say rematch, and the rematch is there. Etiquette is that you want to thank your gifters and you want to thank everybody who supported your live. And if you click their names, the circle, people in the top boxes, you can see who contributed, and you can go down that list and say thank you. So I can say thank you to Soda, Always Forward, Charlie. Oh, it just went away. Darn it. I waited too long because of the lap. Sorry. Thank you, everybody in the room. Thank you, everybody. But yeah, you want to do that as etiquette, just to thank people and thank other people, the opponent people too. So that's the main thing. I think we covered all of it for the most part, y'all.
That's it.
Yeah. All right. So Elle, where is the list of people to thank? It was the top 3 people, the circle. When you click that.
Click on the circle, but the names I was reading, and they would have gone beyond, that. I was trying to see who got power ups, but that when I clicked on the circle, it gave me the box popped up with a list of names. you all wouldn't see it from the from your seat.
Yes,
You
yes,
would
they can.
literally- they can if they click on it. Oh,
Mhm.
if they click on it too, they can see it.
Yep.
Like looking at the whatever this is called in the corner.
Yep, yep. You can see who's been in the room and supported. You guys can click the list. You don't see who got power ups,
Okay.
but you see who contributed to that live. Because I've done it.
Okay.
Like I'm in y'all rooms and I'll click and see who's there. But yeah, so you can click it also. So yeah, so definitely you want to say thank people for their support and their contribution.
And the tappers, even if they just tapped.
Exactly.
Thank you
Tappers
so
and
much.
comments. Comments help too.
Right.
Yeah.
Comments.
Yeah. So yeah, the points, if you when you do a battle, points will show up for, there's actually battle instructions. I don't know if you guys ever clicked that and saw it. Have you ever seen the instructions?
For a battle, yeah, I have a PDF that gives battle instructions. That's what I ran through my chat to make the presentation that I told you that I have.
Oh, that's good.
I just
Yeah, so whenever your guys are in a battle, if we activate a battle again, if you click where I think it may be up here where the tally information is, somewhere on the screen around the battle screen. You're gonna click either where the points are or click where those messages are coming up. It pops up the screen that tells you the details about battle events, match events.
okay.
And so you can see what power-ups means. You can see, some of the more, instructions of a battle. So it's there for you. You said, okay. So yeah, if you click the people, what else do I want you guys to know? That's pretty much it. You want to kind of understand the etiquette by thanking folks. And then, again, if you don't have enough followers, you can ask people to go follow the live host. So I think Elle just started her live, so she probably doesn't have enough followers. So if you guys want to pop over, you can click her name. If you click her name, her screen pops up here, and you can watch her live. If you pop over to her room, you can follow her. So you can follow her as well. Thank you all for the follow. I appreciate you guys. And so you want to make sure that you offer that to other live hosts too. So she has one follow. If you want to add, well, I'm looking at your screen, I can see. So if you want to go over there and follow her, if you haven't done it already, click her name and she.
And you want to come over and talk about overthinking going live?
Right.
40 minutes.
You're gonna vote? Okay, so other people about to jump off too and start their lives. I think everyone's gonna start about 30 minutes in advance. Wani says she's gonna start hers shortly as well. Let's see. All right, Elle. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you, friend. Thank you for demonstrating that. This live was all about battles, apparently. So that's what I've been talking about for the last 90 minutes.
It's in the air. Thank you so much for your Ocean Summers. Welcome in.
You said better learn everything. I heard that, friends. All right. I appreciate you, Elle. I will see you later, friend. See you in these TikTok streets. No, I'm probably gonna stay on. I'm gonna see if I could stay. Well, you know what? I probably will get off shortly. Maybe another 10 minutes. Make it an hour and 45 minutes. I probably won't hit 2 hours because I need to support.
Right. Okay,
Yeah.
well.
All right, friends.
I'm checking because I was between me and Moonflower. Gonna be the blind leading the blind.
Oh, you don't know what to do?
Well, I think I do, but I wanted to make sure. I'm clicking no, that wasn't it. I'm clicking the interlocking rings.
To find Moonflower? Is that what you're saying?
To drop you.
Oh yeah, click the rings again. Mm-hmm.
And then I hit the arrow box.
You see that arrow? Yep. The box is arrow. Yep, that's
Okay,
it.
I'm gonna say goodbye so it's not rude.
All right, take care. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. You said, is that my sister? It's not. No, she's in the agency. Thank you for, hey, Candy, how you doing? Those who are coming in, Daquan, I saw your friend. Thank you so much. Christina, thank you as well. Others coming into the live, I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for coming through. Candy, welcome back. Let me know if you guys have questions. So we end up talking a lot about match events. So that's ultimately what ended up happening for this live. Let me know if I need to cover any other topics. I know earlier I was going to talk about leagues because I didn't finish that from earlier today. I'm happy to talk about it if that's something of interest to folks. We did Scale Live Rewards as well. This feature is called Viewer Wishes. So we've been talking a lot about monetization just so that you guys understand what happens here and how to earn and grow and build from a monetization perspective, and things you want to think about that you can add to your live stream when it comes to your overall strategy. All right. So keep that in mind. It's all about being consistent. It's about how do you do things that are going to hopefully get you the visibility and get you pushed out in front of your target audience for the For You feed. But TikTok has to see your live as something that people are engaging in and they're interested in. So that's what match events can do. So that's part of monetization. That's a great strategy. You'll see people use that as a way to kind of start getting a little bit more visibility with their live stream, but also getting pushed out a little bit more too, because they're starting to collect diamonds and getting that interaction that's happening. So keep that in mind, friends. Let's see. Let me know if there's other questions. Like I said, I wasn't going to stay on super long because I know we're going to, a lot of people are about to go live shortly with the match events that's happening tonight. And then I want to make sure I recharge and I support as much as I can. So I have to get ready for that. Viewer wishes, please. Okay, Chrissy, I'm sorry. I totally missed that. Viewer wishes, please. So viewer wishes is this feature here. When everything's said and done, you have the ability. So this feature is a template that I have. So you can add viewer wishes. Hold on one second. Let me, because my hands are backwards, so I can point to it. So you can have a timer if you want to. Essentially what you're doing for viewer wishes is asking your viewers to engage if there's something they wish for you to do or not do, so that's what happens. So you create that as a way to get that engagement. Depending on what your live is about, you'll figure out what you want to add as a viewer wish option. So for example, do you have Theramex? What's Theramex? What's that? You're in the UK as well. So you do, are you cooking? Is that essentially what you do? You do a cooking live? So let me know what your live topic's about. But ultimately what happens is that you're going to pick something that you want people to engage with. And so people understand how they can get some information from you, resources, entertainment from you by engaging in your viewer wishes. Thermomix is a kitchen appliance. Okay, yes, cooking. So, okay, Chrissy. Okay, are you like a ambassador or a consultant for it? Like you sell those appliances? Hey, I'm Written Unstoppable. Thank you so much. Oh, is that why you were frozen on? Yes. Granny, wait a minute. You didn't read what it said? You just clicked it? You was like, oh, let me send this to her. You never looked at it? You was like, oh, I'm just going to send a gift. I'm going to send a bubble gum. So, yes. Okay, no. So, yes. Thank you for the shares. I appreciate it. So, yes. I had it where this is the freeze game. And so that's a template. So you can change it out though. So if I wanted to change it to another template, I can click viewer wishes again. I can change out the template. Oh, they won't let me change it during the live. They just let me change the verbiage. Interesting. Let me see. Hold on. So I'm gonna end it. I gotta end it. Let me see if I end it. Okay, so we're gonna end it. And then now I'm going to re-click it. And then I can change it to another template. So yeah, I had to end it. And so I'm going to save this one. This is the one I've been doing for the past couple days. And so I started here. So a new one is up. Now, and if I want to edit the name, the words here, I could. So for example, it says wink, wink. If I want to change that, I can click to make it say something else. I can say, I don't know, I'm going to be silly. Okay, so that's the new word. Now it says pink, pink. Instead of wink, wink, I would say pink, pink. And so just know it can change to whatever you want. It's like, where do you find the template, please? So this is since we have a few people in the room, I'll show it to you in real time so that you guys can see it. Let's see. So say I went live here. I'm going to show you guys. So let's pretend like I'm about to go live. I'm going to hit the live. You can get to it before you go live. And so just so that you guys know, there's a little arrow here. You see that? You see that arrow right above the word, the effects. It drops down. Sometimes people miss that little grayed out arrow there. I'm going to click it again and it pops up another row. Okay. Thank you so much. Appreciate the shout out. Appreciate you, Granny. It pops up another row. Look for the interact button. Click for interact and viewer wishes is there. And if you click viewer wishes, it has different features here. Right at the top, it says, look to make your viewers laugh out loud. Try this funny wish. But if you click that arrow, you can see different templates. So templates are located here. The one I was using, the freeze game, is the last one here. It says freeze challenge. And so that one, if I hit save, it'll replace the one I had up there. And I just change it there. And if I wanted to change the gifts out, those are the gifts that are there, but I can click the gift amount, that gift there, and I can pick different gifts. Or if I want to change, and then you hit save, or I can go back, or if I want to change the words, that pencil there is where you edit, and I can change the words. It says freeze 10 seconds. Maybe I want to freeze for 5 seconds. I can change it that way or change the whole word. Okay. So it's really great. You know, you'll see creators use this. I always use the example of like my tarot card readers. They use viewer wishes all the time because it shares what you want people to do in your room. So if you want them to send, if they want a full read and they're doing that and they're giving you a tarot reading and they want a full read, well, they'll have a gift that corresponds to that. Or if they're doing mini reads or yes and no questions or some other, so they have like a list of things that they offer. And so whatever that is, they'll have a gift that corresponds to it. So people come in a room and you want to explain it to them. Like, here's what you can do if you want information from me. Here's the type of gifts that you would send. My music people, I'll give a couple tips of things. Thank you for the wink winks, the pink pinks. My music people, you can have it for song choices, different artists that you want to perform. You know, if you want to hear who's that? JB, she has it where if you want her to replay the song, she'll have it where you send a gift for her to run that song again. Or if you want the same artist to be played again, you know, so she has those type of things as part of her viewer wishes. My beauty people, you might want to use it to pick, you know, what makeup you're going to do. You know, if you're going to do lips, if you're going to do eyes, if you're going to do, you know, your foundation or other skincare routine, you might have your viewers pick that as well. Pick the color, the shade. That could be part of your viewer wishes. My cooks, you might have people kind of help you with adding a little seasoning or no seasoning or other, you know, spices or other type of things. Do the dessert, pick the dessert and all that type of stuff. And so you could have that as the viewer wish. So that you may have four different dessert options and people can pick something. You can have the timer where the timer is running, and maybe for that dessert, you know, okay guys, we're gonna do a 5-minute timer for dessert. Let's see if we get the most votes for this dessert, we're gonna do it. You know, plating could be part of it. So run it, you know, I tell people, you know, I'm coming up with a few ideas, maybe run it through ChatGPT or someplace and just see if it can give you some other ideas for your viewer wishes, Doc. It's an agency live battle tonight. It is. We doing our battle night. Were you trying to participate? Let me know. Let me know. So yeah, we're doing it at 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock. Let me know. I assumed you were on your cruise, so I didn't include you. I remember removing you because I thought you wouldn't be able to do it. So I don't think I'm going to be able to add you back if you were going to say yes. Because I think you were included. And I was like, she's on her cruise. And so I should have asked you though. Let me see if you said yes. Let me see if that was even an option to add you back. I probably can't. Let me know if you wanted to. He said I didn't respond. Okay. I was gonna say I think I put it out there, but yeah, I took you out. Yeah, I took you out because I assumed you were on your cruise, and so I assume that's why you didn't respond. Can you message my person again? Just want to make sure she's aware of the battle. Let me see if she messaged me because I did message her because I sent her your page. Let me see. Did she message me while I was here? I don't see that she's live either. You said I didn't see it. She could take my second battle. Good assumption. It was a good assumption. Let's see. If your opponent, let me check real quick. See if she's showing up. She didn't respond yet. She hasn't responded. Okay. Let me, Reem, you're still here? I didn't know what time I was going to be back. Okay. Reem, if you're still here, I could pair you, create it new. I could pair you really quickly. I could switch you up and put you with, Star. Star, are you here? I don't know if Star's here. So I can make that an official pairing for you, and then I can. Is that you, Star? Good job. Thank you, Susie. Thank you for that. I was like, good job. Thank you, friend. I could switch you guys. Let me do that since she hasn't responded. Star changed her name to Always Forward. I thought so. I saw that. Always Forward. Was that the official? I thought that was a backup account. Was it a backup account? I thought it was seriously. I thought it was a backup account. I shouldn't have laughed about that. But I don't know if she changed it. I think that was her second account. Okay, I want to know about the audience control so I can set up. Okay. Star's not here. Okay, Ray. So create it new. Let me back up. Create it new. Are you okay with starting it a little later? Because that was the dilemma with Star. She couldn't go at 7. She couldn't go at 7. She could do 7:45. I think that's where we landed. I thought, yes, that's fine. Okay. So let me switch you guys in the system. I'm gonna pair you with Star. I'm gonna pair you with her. And then and that way you guys are gonna be paired. And then I'm gonna assume our friend, I'll make it right with our friend Misty. Because I haven't seen her today either. She didn't come to my 10 o'clock, and I haven't seen her here. So I'm assuming maybe she got busy. So it's possible she probably won't be able to show up. Just so that you guys know, this is how we operate. This has been kind of the ongoing coordination of these battle nights. I want us to do them, and I'm going to continue to do them. It's once a month, but it's always a little bit of a tap dance. So we're trying to figure out who's available, who's not, and we'll figure out a system that works better. Maybe there's a sign-up list or something like that, but we'll figure something out as time goes on. But it's always this back and forth a little bit. So be patient with us because I know it's like annoying. Let's see. Let me fix it right now. I'm gonna try to fix it now so it shows up. Okay, so you and Star are officially paired. You guys are both paired. Okay, that's done. So you got a new opponent. And Moonflower, welcome. So you're good. And you guys are gonna start a little later. All right. So I will message you Star's information, and I'll message Star and tell her she got reassigned. Okay, so we're all good there. And then, yes, you're welcome. Thank you, everybody. Okay, about to go live. See you around. Okay, Moonflower, yes. She's live. She just went live. So, okay, thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. So I'm pretty confident Star's good to go. She just had to do it a little later. So 7:45. She didn't follow you, so let's see if we can get the follow to happen between now and then. I'll probably even pop in on her live and say for her to follow you. I'm gonna message her now too, so she knows. Hopefully she gets it in time. Okay. So all right, friends. I'm going to jump off shortly. Let me jump off. Let me take care of some administrative things and make sure everybody's good to go. Let me know if you guys have any last questions. I appreciate everybody coming and supporting. Move, Laura. Thank you for that daily heart me. We will, we should have a good time tonight. It should be fun. It should be entertaining. Just thinking about how to go about how to do these match events. Talk, have fun with your people, get to know each other. You know, this is a good group of people in this agency, people who are willing to grow and learn. We're all trying to navigate this. We're in the same boat, trying to understand it and trying to figure it out the best way we can. And hopefully we're building and connecting and growing community. So that's the goal. Let me know if there's any last minute questions. If you're interested in an agency, you are more than welcome to join and apply to join. Great community. We're going to do this once. We do it Saturdays. That's been our ongoing day to do it, 7 o'clock on Saturdays. I'm probably going to run it back again next week because we talked about that. Like, we'll do it this week because this week had 5 Saturdays in a month. So we said, okay, we'll do it the third Saturday. Maybe we'll do it the fourth too, since it felt like it should have been on the fourth. So we may run it again, and this time we may even open it up to other agency folks too. So just keep that in mind. If you're interested in, can't do this week, you might be able to do next week if you're an agency. Stella, welcome to the room. Thank you for that, heart me. Thanks for the live tutorial. See you soon. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you all for being here. Be sure to claim your points up top. Get your points. I got to charge my phone. My phone's about to go out on me. Be sure to claim your points up top. And then, like I said, always, thank you for the watching, the likes, the shares, the comments. Thank you all for all the gifting. I so appreciate the support. I will be back tomorrow at 10 o'clock-ish, 10-ish, and then 4-ish. I come in. I started a little later today, so I'm actually ending right shy of 2 hours. It's going to be like an hour and 45 minutes. But again, I have to make sure I'm prepared for supporting other people and getting some stuff done. Oh, I lied. Let me say 5 more minutes. Oh, Lord. It's an hour and 55 minutes. I thought it was 45. Okay. I got 5 more minutes, y'all. That'll put me right at 2 hours. 2 hours on the dot. That's good. I try my best to stay close to 2 hours, sometimes 2.5 on purpose, so that TikTok knows I'm putting time in. And when I was on my vacation in July, I was going only an hour. I was trying to keep the daily routine going, but I was only an hour. And TikTok sent me a survey. It's like, we noticed you went live less. I was like, TikTok, really? Y'all tracking me like that? And I was like, yeah, we are. And so I try to make sure I maintain that consistency. So that's important as you decide, as you're doing this, what does it mean for getting, the algorithm used to you, getting pushed out. I go live twice a day, so that helps also when it comes to engagement, but also the leagues and all that stuff too. So the leagues is this feature here, but all of that helps. So I try to make sure I stay consistent. Another point on viewer wishes, let me just talk about that real quick before I close out, as you guys are doing this too. Viewer wishes is also something where this timer, I was looking at the timer there, you could turn it off. And so keep in mind, you can set it to like 1 minute, 5 minutes, 30 minutes is the max you can do. And so when you set it and it kind of restarts again, because you can set it so it restarts or not. You don't have to make a restart. But when it restarts, it actually puts a little disclaimer message in the chat. And so I would tell you, be mindful of how you set that. Don't make it so that it restarts too frequently, because that message is popping up in the chat every minute or two, depends on how you have it set up. So keep that in mind. The reset is important. Also, when you think about your, like I said, the gifting that you are looking to have people do, think about how you do that. We had the freeze, unfreeze game up there as a way to have this kind of fun interaction. So it is fun And you could decide on how often you do that and what that looks like to kind of make the room engage differently. But again, it's just a feature that you can use for fun. Okay. Um, Let me know. Anybody else want to share if you're gonna go live? We're gonna get off soon. Let me know if you're gonna go live today as well. Those who are not in the agency, if you're gonna go live. And then if you're interested in the agency, you can message me here or click the Service Plus box, the yellow box in the corner. All right, friends. Any last minute questions? Let me know if there's any last minute questions. We got a lot of people going live right now. Hey, Benji boy, welcome to the room. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you all hanging in there. Everybody good? Any questions? Let me know. Appreciate you all being here. Thank you all for supporting. And then claim your points. How you doing? DJ, welcome to the room, friend. All right, so I think I'm down to my last minute. My last minute or so. Thank you for how do the boxes work? The boxes for multi-panel boxes. Tap guest up. There's two people. I'm about to do boxing gloves. Two people. So there's a blue person and a pink person that are sitting right here where you guys see your multi guest boxes somewhere like in here. You're gonna click. Same thing as on the live host side. We see it right on this left side. And we click that and we can decide the layout. There's a roller paintbrush, like the roller brush. You can click that to pick out your layout. It's going to be in the top right corner. And you essentially can invite people up through that feature too, or through the two people feature, or they can click their two people and request to come up and you can accept it. So from a monetization perspective, you can actually set a gift amount for people to join your boxes. So if they send a gift, they can get an invite. You can say what that coin amount is. So that's another way to do it too, if you want to do it based on gifting engagement. But yeah, so panels are always a good thing. I think it's a great way to get new visibility. So I would tell you, do a panel. You just have to make sure you manage who comes up in your panel and you know them because you're responsible for them. Okay. All right, Charlotte, welcome to the room. Others coming in. Christy, thank you so much for the likes. I appreciate you guys. I'm gonna jump off. So let me go ahead and tell you to claim your points. Let me know if there's any last minute questions. Again, thank you for the watching, the likes, the shares, the comments, and all the gifting. I so appreciate everybody. I'll be back tomorrow. I tell you guys all the time, practice makes progress. All right. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for that, Rose. I appreciate it, friend. The roses. I will be back tomorrow at 10 and 4 o'clock to answer questions. We'll probably keep with the theme of monetization because there's so much to learn. We got new people coming in, so I want to make sure you guys understand it. I didn't go as deep as I did in 10 o'clock because we were talking about battle stuff, but I will be back at it. All right. All right. Take care, friends. Bye-bye. See you later. Hey, Charlie. See you later. Bye-bye. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate you all. This is so loud. All right, take care. Bye-bye.